Hey guys, my name's Eric Bishop. I'm part of the team here in Pessoa, Brazil. And I remember when I was sitting where you guys were 2 years ago, a big part of choosing a field was about coordinators. Coordinators are huge, and we've been really blessed with the coordinators here in Pessoa, Brazil. Jessica's awesome. She's like a mother to you. She'll be very loving and caring the entire time that you're here. And also, she's the one who teaches you Portuguese. So it's great because you have someone who cares and wants to help you, and she's the one who will actually be teaching you the language, which really helps with the learning experience. Hanyeti is awesome as a leader because he leads by example, by the way he lives, the way he treats his family, and the way he splits his time when he has so many things going on. He still makes time for each of the things that are important. And I just really respect him in the way that he leads. It's awesome because he's here to help your team. If your team has problems, he'll help you resolve them in a healthy way. And also, he's invested in you spiritually. He cares about each of you spiritually, and as you continue to grow, it's not only about the work you do here, but how you continue to grow after you leave here, even. So he's really awesome in being concerned about you as an individual and helping you grow as a Christian and as a missionary here in Brazil. It's good we spend 3 times per week with them. The first night is family night. Family night is just where we'll cook food and watch a movie or play games together with him, Jessica, and their 2 boys. And then there's 2 other times, spiritual meeting and a planning meeting where we'll discuss what's going on during the week, and also we'll talk about different spiritual things and how we can grow spiritually. So I highly recommend Hanyeti and the field here in Brazil.
So I'm going to be talking to you guys about some ministry opportunities here in João Pessoa. So one of the first things that we got involved in when we got here was Bible Club and Bible Friends, which means that you're going to go into some English schools in the area and you're going to teach a class for them. So things like a grammar lesson, a Bible lesson, and a game are some of the things that we did. And this was a really great opportunity for us to get to know young adult age kids in the area and make those connections and friendships, and of course use the time to teach them about the Bible and different things like that. Another thing that's new that we started doing is Let's Start Talking. And again, this is a time to make connections and to teach the people about the Bible, but it's also a time to just help them with their English and help them become more comfortable with it. Another thing that we do is small groups. So we have one in English and Portuguese right now. And this is a great time to invite all those people from Bible Club, Bible Friends, and Let's Start Talking to this time so that they can connect with other Christian Brazilians that are in the area, and also to have a Bible study and sing and talk to them and hang out and get to know them better. Another thing that we help with is bazaar, which is pretty much like a yard sale, and you help them put out clothes and put away clothes. And this is also a time to get to know the community and the people in the community and let them know that there's a church there that they are always welcome to come to. And all the money that's raised from bazaar helps other ministries and the church as well. And of course, you guys have an opportunity to start your own ministries, have your own personal ministries. You can start one, or you can just help out with one that's already existing. And Hanyeti will help you in any way that you need and will support you in anything that you want to do.
There are 3 congregations here in João Pessoa. There is the main Church of Christ in Javimuna. That is the big congregation that the others have branched off from. There is Manaíra Church of Christ. It's a very small church that meets in a hair salon. There is also Mangabeta Church of Christ. This is the main congregation that we help with. It's very young. It's still growing. It was started just a few years ago by our coordinator, Hanyeti, alongside another brother whose name is also Hanyeti. So we help to bring people into the church to help it grow. We help with the service. We just help to guide it in any way we can to function as a congregation, help it to grow. It's a very loving congregation that people are very sweet, very nice. It's very easy to feel like family in this place. Another thing that we help with is the AME program. It's Aventureiros em Missões e Evangelísticas. In English, that's Adventurers in Missions and Evangelistics. It's basically what it sounds like. It's the South American version of AIM. So they train just like we do for 8 months here in João Pessoa. Then they go to their mission for a year. Usually that's here in Brazil, but it can also be in Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, any other place here in South America. So we do what we can to help guide them. Usually that's on their trips where they do campaigns, which is just an opportunity for them to put into practice the things that they've been learning. So there's a lot of door knocking, a lot of devos and Bible studies. There's a lot of passing out flyers. We help the congregations that we visit with anything that they need, and we do a lot of service work. We are also able to advise the students anything that we can, any questions that they have about mission work, where we can try to answer those, and anything that we think we can share with them from our experiences and the things we've learned, we have an opportunity to share that with them as well.
Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you a little about the daily living here in Brazil. But first, the weather. It ranges on average 74 degrees to about 88 degrees, but that's with humidity, so it feels a lot hotter than it is, and there's lots of wind, so never expect to have a good hair day here, just putting that out there. And then the sunrise can be as early as 4 a.m. and the sunset as early as 5 p.m. So that's a lot to get used to as far as the sleep schedule. And then as far as our weekly schedule, on Mondays is our free day, and then at night we'll have a family night with Heidi and Jessica, and we each take turns cooking for that, so that's really cool. And then Tuesdays, we don't have anything as a team, but we'll do our own personal ministries on that day. And then on Wednesdays, sometime in the afternoon, we'll have our team meeting, and we'll just see how each other's doing. We'll read the Bible, pray together, and kind of that sort of thing, plan out our week. And then that evening, we have our small group in English, and we'll invite different people to that. And then on Thursdays, we have our spiritual meeting / planning meeting with Hanieri, and we'll plan out our week with him and talk with him. And then we have our small group in Portuguese on that night. And then Friday, we have our Bible Club and Bible Friends. We just teach English using the Bible at Cultura and JPI right now. And on Saturdays, we don't have anything set, but we'll help out with the church with bazaar or different activities with women's meeting or men's meeting or something like that. And then on Sundays, of course, there's church. And just kind of how we get around is we walk a lot. We walk to the grocery store, we walk to pay our bills, all of that stuff. We also take the bus, and we also take Uber, so there's no problem there. As far as money, it would be really good if you could get about $3,000 one-time support, because that'll help pay for your visa, your plane ticket, getting started here in Brazil. And then also, if you could get $800 per month, that would be really great. For me personally, it's a little much, but it helps because it helps me supplement for when I don't get full support one month. And I also use the extra money to pay for my ministry, because the supplies I need is pretty expensive here. So that's it. Hey guys, so I'm just going to show you what our family night is. And so we're all here at the table. Yeah, we got Jessica over there. Everybody here. And then, so I'm just going to show you our kitchen. So this is where we kind of clean and, you know, we cook and have our family dinner. We have a little bit of our dessert left, so good. I made it, yes. And then we have, and well, let's see what's going on here.
Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. You need to do like that. Okay? Did you learn? Yeah.
All right, yep. Well, that's family night. Thanks.